Hi y'all, I'm Brenda with Blessings and Bread. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making a cheesecake. This is a classic dessert that everybody seems to love. It seems a little bit classy for desserts, but it's super easy to make. I'm not sure it's just decadent, but it's not hard to make at all. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a delicious cheesecake. To make a cheesecake, you will need to have a springform pan. And a springform pan has a little clip here, if you've not ever used one before, that when you release it, then the bottom of the pan will pop out. And then you can, to get your cake out, we'll be able to use that after the cake's done to get the cake out very simply. Now let me just get that put back together so we can get started. This classic cheesecake begins with a graham cracker crust. And what I have already in my bowl is a 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. And I just bought crumbs that were already made. I find that easier, but if you have graham crackers, you can just put them in your food processor and break them up, or even put them in a Ziploc bag and crush them that way. I'm just lazy. I just buy them already made. And then to that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm going to mix all of that together. And then to that, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of melted butter. And I'm just going to use a fork to mix all of that together till it's completely mixed. All right, those seem to be mixed well. So now I'm going to get my pan back, and I do not have to do anything to this pan as far as prepping it. There's enough butter in this in the crust that it will come out of the pan, and the fact that I have the springform, it will come out. So I'm going to just pour these crumbs into the pan, and then we're going to press them down. Now, I like to press just a little bit of the crumbs up on the side as well. And I'm going to kind of get them all smoothed out. You can do this with your hand, like this. I'm going to do this all the way around with my hands. And like I said, I'm just doing a little bit around the edge. Now I want to make sure that that's even, that it's all the same thickness around. And I don't worry about that being straight. In fact, I like if it's a little bit, has a little bit of difference in height. I think that gives it a little bit of kind of ruggedness, or makes it look just pretty, I think, when you, all right, all that. Now I'm going to take this. I could do it with my hands too, but I'm going to use this to press that down in there really good. And this is also helping along the sides to get it completely pressed into the pan. And that is ready, and I'm just going to set it aside. We do not pre-bake this crust. It will bake along with the cheesecake. So now we're going to make the cheesecake filling. Some recipes call for 4 packages of 8-ounce cream cheese, but I like to just use 3. And so I've got 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. Be sure and use 100% fat. Don't use low-fat cream cheese. You want all of the fat in there to make it turn out. And I'm going to just put these into my mixing bowl. And then we're going to mix those together. We want to beat this cream cheese on a medium to low speed. It will help if I raise my bowl. I'm just gonna kind of beat these in my mixing bowl just until it's all creamy. Next, we're gonna add our sugar. And for 3 packages of 8-ounce cheese, cream cheese, I'm using 1 cup of sugar, and I'm just gonna mix that in. Again, on medium to low speed. Now next, I'm going to add the vanilla. And this recipe calls for 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. That's 1 and 1/2. And we're going to mix again. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the eggs. And this is actually the last thing we're going to do. We're going to do the eggs though 1 at a time. So I'm going to add 3 eggs 1 at a time. All right, my eggs are now added in. I may need to scrape the bowl and mix it just a little bit more to make sure it all got mixed in. And I will say I can tell that my cream cheese wasn't quite warm enough. And what happens, and maybe I can show you here in a minute, is I can see little pieces of the cream cheese like that didn't completely mix in. I think it'll be fine, but that's why you want to be sure that your cream cheese is at room temperature. I also think it's wise to have your eggs at room temperature, and all this will help, if you're lucky, to not have your cheesecake crack. All right, that is completely mixed, and so the next thing we are going to do is pour it into that crust that we've already prepared. Okay, now I'm going to just pour my cheesecake filling into the bowl, or into the crust. And like I said, I can see in this particular case, I have some little lumps of cream cheese that didn't blend in as well, but I feel like they will end up melting as that cake bakes. And then I'm just going to smooth this out all the way around. On this one side I got my crust taller than my cake. Wasn't expecting that, but it'll be fine. And I'm going to put this in the oven. I do not bake with the water bath. I've done that before, if you've read about that. And seems like a lot of trouble, and sometimes my cake seems to get wet no matter how much foil I put on the outside. So I'm just going to bake it in a 350-degree oven for 40 minutes. And then I'm going to turn the oven off and open the door and allow it to cool completely in the oven. And sometimes that helps. I might even get it out without a crack at that point, but usually by the time I put it in the refrigerator and it comes out, it'll have a crack. But you can hide that crack with a topping by adding like a cherry topping on top, or what I like to do usually is I just cut my cheesecake pieces in the kitchen, put them on a dessert plate and serve it so that nobody ever sees the crack in my cheesecake. All right, this is going into the oven for 40 minutes, and then we'll be back and see if it cracked. All right, I've taken this cheesecake out of the oven, but it's still a little bit warm, so I'm setting it on a rack. I'm gonna let it finish completely cooling. Then I'm actually going to cover it and chill it in the refrigerator overnight. It needs to chill for at least 4 hours, and then we'll come back in the morning and we will take it out of the pan, and hopefully it won't crack overnight, but if I were a betting lady, I'd bet it's gonna crack. So we'll see in the morning. It's Sunday morning, and my cheesecake has sat in the refrigerator overnight. So now I'm ready to take it out of the pan. And I don't know if you can see that, but it did not crack. I do not know what I did. Maybe my son gets the credit. I was gonna cook it longer, and he made me take it out of the oven. He said, nope, it's done. So he might get the credit. So I'm going to cut this now, and I like to plate it. I usually plate it because mine usually cracks, but I do want to get it off of this base, and so I'm going to cut it into slices and go ahead and put it on a tray. Normally when I serve cheesecake, I'm doing it either to just our family, and we really doesn't matter to us, but if I'm serving to company, I almost always cut cheesecake and serve it as individual pieces. So I never, ever present my cheesecake just as a finished product to most people. Before you release your springform pan, you want to take a thin spatula or a knife and run it all the way around your cheesecake to kind of separate the edge of that crust from the pan. So now I'm going to release my springform pan, and I should be able to just lift the ring off, and then your cake is left. Now the cake is still on the platter, and if you wanted to take it off of this, you could use a thin spatula to go under it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this morning. I'm taking it to church for a fellowship, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it and put it on here. I'm actually going to cut the pieces a little bit smaller because most people are eating more than one dessert. All right, I've got my cheesecake. I went ahead and took it off of the bottom of the pan and put it onto my platter, and now I'm going to test it, and I'm going to see if who was right, me or my son. That's pretty good, and maybe my son was right. It didn't crack. It's done enough for me. It was very delicious. The flavor's perfect. cream cheese or cheesecake is perfect because it's rich, but it's not sweet. That cream cheese makes it rich, but it doesn't really have as much sugar as some desserts. So it is very delicious. And I personally like it plain. That's the best way to eat it. But you can add toppings if you like. I hope you've enjoyed this video on how to make a cheesecake and something you might could consider for your Thanksgiving meal. And I hope to see you the next time I'm in my kitchen, on my porch, or in my garden. Thanks for watching.